Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and everybody on the West Coast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and everybody else in between this great, big, beautiful country of ours. How the hell are you doing? It's hump day. It's Wednesday, hump day. Don't hump no sheep, or goats, or cows. You know, cows, they're hard. You got to get them stump broke. And they say, like, what are you talking about, stump broke? Well, you gotta train them for when you stand on a stump for them to back up to you. that's stump breaking a cow. So, hey, we did some changes. I hope everything's working. The server that we were on in the United Kingdom, Great Britain, reached its end of life, so they transferred all my shit and everybody else's shit over to some new shit. So I hope your radio people are getting everything. I'm loud enough, clear enough, all that. We also, for YouTube, made some adjustments to the frames per second and also the volume. So because what I noticed is, reviewing yesterday when I was editing, the frames per second somehow stuttered a little bit, and it's 30 frames per second. So it's, that's for internet, that's fair, 60 frames per second is television, whatever, and then HD is like way higher. Okay, but what I'm saying is, so I changed it to maximum. So if there's jitter or whatever else is going on, I get a back feed showing me from there's a 10-second delay. Oh, kind of like maybe 5-second delay, okay? That I see that what I have done. So I can go all act goofy and crazy like right now, and then I won't see it. I see it live through my software, but I also see what YouTube's throwing out there, so. Yeah, wonderful. How about that? News, technology, ain't it wonderful? Bullshit. Okay, so hey, I forgot to write on here, and I'm going to do it now. Oh my God, no, come on. I didn't do this stuff. I'm trying to type, you chick. Man, I'm going to put howdy, okay? No, not that. This. Right? Because I forgot, I got busy, you know what I mean? Beat me with a stick, you know what I mean? Now I got papers everywhere. Can't hit the enter key. Folks, life is freaking hard, I'm telling you. My gosh. Now, I'll give you a wink too here, buddy. All right, so there you go. There you have it. There you have it. So we're going that way. Yep, hi, wink, 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 wink. I'll give you a kiss, but I don't know you. Woohoo. So what's news? What's going on in Twitter news here? What's happening? That's what Chuck. Did this ever happen to you? This happened to me this morning. I go on Twitter, and my browser. I don't care for Google, but I use it because there's certain things you have to use Google for as far as a browser goes. And I don't like Microsoft's Edge. I use copycat Edge. So I use Firefox. Firefox has been reliable for years, and now recently, every day almost, you got to upgrade it. Do an update on it. And it's not troublesome. It just, while you're on, it's good to do it because then it don't, but when you do the update and then shut your computer down and you turn it on, you got to go, oh, do you want to do this? Yes. So go ahead and do it. Damn it. But this morning I was having trouble, like going on Twitter. What's going on? So I get on there, it stops. So back to the story. I go on and I check some things and message, and a thing pops up. This is Twitter. We want to verify that this is you. And we want to send a code to your phone to prove it's you. Okay, sure. So they sent that, and then I clicked on that, put the code in, clicked OK, and another thing clicked on. It says, you got to check it for I am not a robot. And I'm expecting to get all these pictures and stuff like that, right? So I click on I am not a robot, and I'm waiting for all these, find the fire extinguisher. Okay. No. I click on it, and it goes, okay, we know who you are now. Goodbye. So I was able to get on. Everything's fine. Irish Free Girl. That's my girl. She says, all these lawmakers are asking these brave women for suggestions on what they'd like to see happen next. Force the DOG. It's Mangled news, man. I'm telling you. You got to fix these glasses. Force the DOJ and FBI to testify publicly for starters. Yes. Hey, Merrick Garland, why isn't Trump in jail? Big question. Just a simple question. Merrick Garland, why isn't Donald Trump in jail? Why is he commentating on fights? Why is he allowed to be on the media spreading more bullshit? Just simple questions. Merrick Garland, another simple question. Why are the majority of these insurrectionists that you caught through face recognition and sent the FBI out and went through all that trouble arresting them, are only charging them for trespass and parading? Why are you doing that? You are giving them the green light to go ahead and do it again. Now, here's the problem. This rally's coming up. This should not be allowed. But the Constitution says you're allowed. You get a permit and you're allowed to protest through the arrests of these insurrectionists. That's what this rally is going to be about. Now, no matter how many times they say it, and you know how that goes, you be as peaceful as possible. This rally is meant to be a peaceful rally, just like Donald Trump said it was on January 6th. But you know, there's probably going to be some anarchists in there somewhere. That is just going to love taking a couple pot shots at some of these police officers. Because I have a feeling a lot of these rally people that are going to be armed. And there probably is going to be an exchange of gunfire. And who knows, that may be the beginning. I am really worried. Really worried. So, I don't know, maybe you are. Oh, here's this Mayo. She said something. I'm going to go on her real quick. I'm going to open her up. There's a new lady on CNN, and Mayo called her a C word, but not, she didn't write it all out. So I was like, who is this person? Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? You guys probably already know what I'm talking about. What'd she say? What'd she say? What'd she say? Okay, so she's like really been on today. But anyway, you got this new person. It's a lady that she mentioned. Wow, she been on, man. She's like, yeah, holy crap. Yeah, so that she called her a bad word. And I looked her up, and she's the first person, like, on CNN that, like, started bashing the Democrats. And they're like, oh, CNN's scored a coup. They stole this lady off of NBC. I'm like, man, you know what? After the couple things I read, man, send her back. I wonder how long she's going to keep her job. Mayo says Chuck Todd is a chode. He's a chode, folks. I don't know. I got to look that up. I know it. You know, it's like maybe like dickhead or something. You know. Oh yeah, this is not a kid show. So if you got to come run those rugrats running around, you got to go ahead and kick their ass outside if it's nice. If yeah, I still got this heavy shit in my pockets again. Oh God. Okay, I'll take care of that. That's all taken care of. Yeah. If it's nice outside, kick their ass outside. If they're little, put them for a nap. Give them an Xbox, PlayStation, or an iPhone, or an iPad with some headphones. Let them listen to some damn music. Boy. Okay, Kate says, Mayo retweeted, being connected to you all, knowing the impact we can make together has me feeling so fucking proud. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I didn't give you a chance to get kids away, but hey, it's your fault. You know, if you come on, radio people know. They say, oh man, that asshole's coming on. We got to get these kids out of here. Hey, I've been called worse. Okay, Mayo says the Republican Party is filled with the worst of the worst. Mayo, you're getting a lot of time today. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jonathan Ford, it doesn't matter if we have different political views in a democracy. The majority are we the people. In California and all over this country, Democrats have stormed our elections, voting for a direction of this nation. We are the people. Our voices will be heard. Hey. So, the Republican Party is dead and rotting, Mayo says. So I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go there. Okay, so. Okay, can we just pay? Okay, we can tell Nate Silver to shut the fuck up. Okay, so we did that. Oh my gosh. Nikki says, in the news, new emojis coming soon. A pregnant man emoji. Yep, this world is frickin' batshit crazy. You're right, Nikki, man. They are. Frickin' place is crazy. All these crazy idiots running around here. Oh boy, I'm telling you. What are we doing? Yeah, I got to redo on. I see that's they kept the timer. They kept the damn timer. You gotta. It's like cooking an egg or something. I don't know. Every once in a while it pops out. Are you going to keep talking? I'm like, yeah. Well, that's my show. Yes, I'm going to keep talking. Damn it. So anyway. Now see it. Forbes 3 hours ago. Now they talk about this over and over and over again, and I don't know if anybody's seen any of it yet. But I'll do it again because it's a news story. Forbes.com today at 8 a.m. Biden wiping out $10 billion in student loan debt positively impacts racial wealth gap. The Biden administration has issued 4 rounds of student loan forgiveness, forging ahead with campaign promises that have already eased. It hasn't eased, it's erased $10 billion in debt, with more plans on the horizon. Young black adults take on 85% more education debt than their white counterparts, and that disparity compounds by 7% each year after the borrowers leave school, according to a recent study in the Sociology of Race and Ethnicity journal. I got that word right. Ooh, we're flying today. Wealth inequality continues to be a lingering debt disparity among black college students, so getting rid of these loans could finally move the needle on closing the racial wealth gap. Haha. I'm starting to talk higher again, right? You know, because I'm getting all excited. Not that way. I'm not getting excited that way. Student loans have long been known as nearly lifelong payment traps severely impacting students of color. Culture Banks reported. Not, yes, okay, definitely blacks, definitely. But man, poor white people, middle class white people, upper class don't have to worry about it. I don't, it's just, it's so aggravating. Right? Therefore, the Biden administration getting more aggressive on the forgiveness front than its predecessors is a welcomed opportunity to put a dent in the racial wealth gap. While $10 billion is a large headline number, this number represents approximately less than 1%, 0.58% of the $1.7 trillion of student loan debt outstanding. Look, we bailed out the banks before. When Obama came in office, the banks were failing. Auto industry was failing. The stock market was on verge of collapse. Do you remember any of this? Do any of you remember any of this? That every automaker in the United States except Ford was going to go under. And Obama bailed them out. With loans. Now, this is going to be slightly different because Mr. Joe Biden will need to send this money to the banks. Now, here's what they should do. Yeah, the banks need to make some money off of all the money that they put out. And they put it out all to these universities, okay, and these schools. Sorry, I said okay. All these universities and schools. So the people that made out were the colleges. The banks are holding all this debt, getting paid, and the government keeps coming in and giving deferments, which means the banks are continuing to hold this debt. Now, don't get me wrong, the banks aren't doing bad right now. As far as the economy's going, they're not doing too bad at all. It's a good thing we have laws to protect people from banks, because banks would be coming in and taking everybody's shit. And banks would have everything and people would have nothing. But there's laws against that, so thank God for that. But they still need paid for the money that they put out to give to the colleges that made out like bandits. And they made out like bandits too. So there's no reason for colleges to continually increasing tuition, increasing the price of books, increasing the amount that they have to pay to live. It's just not right. I really thought this past with this pandemic, just with schools and stuff, I really thought that this would put a real dent in the brick and mortar schools, and actually on the states that have property taxes and school taxes, or taxes to pay for schools. They would get a break because everything would be cyber. They wouldn't need all this brick. So they wouldn't need big places, classrooms. They would still need stuff like an auditorium, a gym for basketball and volleyball and all that. Tennis. It should be like a resort, and then have the football stadium and all for all the sports and the swimming pool, all this stuff. All the stuff for sports and outside activities. Hey, shit, man! Get rid of all them classrooms. You got the big campus, man. Make a little golf course. Could be goofy golf, right? Hey, there's a thing, they got that holy moly thing on. Why not? Television. So why not? Do something like that. So it's a thought. And then have all these kids, I know. Here's the big thing about brick and mortar schools. They're babysitters. That's exactly, it just dawned on me, yes, that's why they have all this shit. Brick and mortar schools is because they are actually babysitter factories. Can't trust the kids to be alone while the parents work. And the parents have to work because the economy is so fucked up it takes two people to make ends meet. Why wasn't it like that in the 40s and 50s? I mean, yeah, granted, I mean, homemakers did pick up side jobs and sew and stuff like that. As far as the financial, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. The homemakers work, and even today, work their ass off. Don't ever say a homemaker doesn't work or needs a job or what's your I'm a homemaker. Yes. That is a super valid job. I know, hey, I raised 4 kids by myself for over 4 years. I know what it's like. So, and one of them was severely handicapped. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it because it is a valid, super valid job. It is so freaking hard. And my son, back then they called it hyperactive. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Which means he was a freaking handful. He was like I was when I was a kid. But then nowadays they go, oh boy, he's hyperactive. No, he's a regular kid. Come on. An adventurous freaking kid. But no, he's, that's it. All right. Nurses against dick pics. There he is. The Nurses against dick pics. Claudette, okay? Oh, shit. Did I say it? Man, that's all right, twice. Did Larry Elder really think he could steal one of the crown jewels of this USA from the Democrats? Bish, please. Bish, please. Diane, so my see, I get stuck on hump day. So my Trumper hubby came home talking about Gavin Newsom and the guy that was in the lead. I told him Gavin wasn't going anywhere. And as usual, I was right. It's good to be here. Oh, did you see this on the news yesterday? That his person that's going against him, that Trump endorsed, had already put out, before the counting was even started, that this recall was fixed. That it was already said and gave Gavin Newsom the win. Somebody there missed something because it hadn't even happened yet, and they're putting out stuff. Yeah, this recall was fixed, and Gavin Newsom won, and it's not honest, and oh my God, it's just like, how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? John, USMC, Semper Fidelis, vaccinated. The young vote underperformed in such a progressive state of California for the recall. I'm hoping for the future, if progressives want to continue to having progressive legislation passed, we need Democrats in office, not Republicans. So we need their vote. Hashtag GOTV, hashtag Blue Wave 2022. And it's true. You can't, every swinging dick and whatever we call it needs to get out there to vote. I've already started getting emails, and I said this before. Republicans were talking about people getting those applications in the mail last election. Well, guess what? They did. They were the ones that were doing it. I didn't get a Democratic one. I got a Republican one. And here's what made me so mad. I'm an independent. And I have one of my best friends was on one of the councils for the Republican Party in the district. And he listed, and it just, he put me on the Republican mailing list. He passed away. I'm sorry. But I was mad. I was pissed. I'm like, why did he do that shit? Why would you? Was he think I'm going to change my mind? Did he think I was going to become a Republican because he was a Republican? Oh, and there was no talking to him anymore. There was really no talking to him. These hairs around. My hair's all coming out. I don't know what the hell's going on. So sorry. Hey, you know. Wow. 3 minutes. I didn't even get to the news. I got to one news story. So busy bullshitting. And hey, you're here for the Mangled news. Well, I did a lot of news on the Twitter. Twitter, you got to tell me on Twitter side. I mean, wow, this is something. Freaky deaky. This might be the last one. TheDailyBeast.com. Today at 6:42 a.m. 4 friends spent Saturday night in a bar. The next day, they were found murdered in a cornfield. This is a freak thing that never should have happened, said the brother of a victim of the quadruple homicide that has rocked rural Wisconsin. The FBI has been called in to assist local authorities in rural Wisconsin after 4 young friends from Minnesota were found murdered and randomly left in an abandoned SUV in a cornfield. Authorities in Dunn County, Wisconsin, where the quadruple homicide victims were discovered Sunday, have made no secret that they have been left baffled by the crime. It's highly unusual for this area. Obviously, we had homicides in the last several years, but something of this magnitude. I'm working on my 33rd year working for Dunn County, and this is a first. Dunn County Sheriff Kevin, Bigd, BYGD, said at a news conference late Tuesday. Perhaps most perplexing, how do you like that word? Perplexing, most perplexing. The victims have been identified as longtime friends from the Twin Cities area, none of whom apparently had any connection to the area of Wisconsin where they were found. We can't find any connection to this area other than possibly randomly driving out of the Twin Cities, Bigd said. So if you want to read the rest of this is really interesting. 4 friends spent Saturday night in a bar. The next day, they were found murdered in a cornfield. So somebody took them there and killed them. So, boy. Hey, I had a good time. Did you? Boy, I was just talking up a storm, wasn't I? You guys, radio coming up next, Max Mix Show, and what that is all the music from 1970s all the way to 2021. You get whatever they put in a stack, whatever's in the random in rotation, and then after that, 1:30 is Eastern Standard Time. 1:30 is Lady music for ladies only. Then 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, dubstep, rave music, electronic music. Then 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, headbangers. So you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to say goodbye to the radio people, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you. I think I'm going to have to check this to make sure everything's working right. And hopefully it is. And grab the right mouse, you dumbass. So let's just do that. Hey. You be careful. Don't get that
He's gonna screw it up. Chuck's
Have a good day. Have a good day.